All right, we here. This is Sunday night, August the 3rd, 2023, here in Charleston, Missouri. What I want y'all to do is just watch these videos real closely. Somebody called me and asked me would I come up there to buy the close by the Lincoln School because of what was happening. Now, this is no disrespect to any of the police that normally really just be doing their job, but as far as I want y'all to pay attention to the basketball court, if y'all don't know who Barry Morgan is, the children's told me what he was doing, and I got one that I'm not gonna put in here for right now, you know, because they all Bobby Hearns and Sheriff Brenton Farrell always try to find a way of getting out of stuff. But you can see Barry Morgan on the basketball court with his mace in his hand. Now, it's documented, and as witnesses, children saying that Barry Morgan told them if they don't leave, he gon' effing mace they ate. Now he telling these to children. I'm wondering if it was a crowd like this here, and whoever don't like what I'm saying, I don't care. If it was a crowd like this here on the white side of town, would him and Robert Hearns do what they doing now? And let me show you what is we paying the Charleston, Missouri Police Department and the Sheriff Department for. When you look in this video, look real careful when I get up by Vine Street and William or Elm Street and start going down towards the basketball court, and you will see a police car got Morley, Missouri. And then when you look at the crowd, you got at least about 20, maybe 20 or 25, maybe 30 police. You got a bunch of them standing on the corner of Vine in Cy Williams Avenue, and you got them all around, surrounding the black community. You'll see Bobby Hearns going in there taking these people's stuff. See, that's what him and Barry Morgan do. But when Barry Morgan in Wyatt, Missouri, when one of the sheriff deputies, Watkins, got shot, Barry Morgan took off running. But he got kids. You remember the one that I showed y'all when he was tasing a white guy in East Prairie. And the white guy asked him, what are you doing this for? He said, you got an effing warning, hit it in his chest. That's his way of talking. But I want y'all to watch it real good. I got more, but I just want y'all to see. If you look at the way this thing was set up, this is what the Ku Klux Klan normally do. Robert Hearns, ain't no question. Then you see some of them blacks. You see what I'm saying? To each his own, but some of them blacks, they turning up their noses because I'm up here videoing, but there's other blacks calling, complaining. Just because some of y'all whose old mans and them is getting caught up in these cases where they should get life and getting 3 or 4 years, you want to kiss these people behind, but everybody else ain't kissing their behind. And like I said, the police that was doing their job, no problem with it. But Robert Hearns and Barry Morgan and some of the other ones that follow behind them, this is what they like to do in the black neighborhood. How many times have you seen a Morley police or a bunch of police like they had tonight got things surrounding when it's shooting in the black community? You ain't gonna see it. We don't need no Charleston, Missouri Police Department, nor no Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Sheriff Department, because if they couldn't handle them children and they got to call Morley in, why didn't they call the state police? They probably did, but the state police wasn't finna get involved with that. That's the county and the city job. Actually, the city job. But see, they love to do this here in the black community. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that was Lester Gillespie, some of his people, Lester Gillespie, crowd was out there because they was congregating with the chief of police. You see what I'm saying? They didn't care what the chief of police was doing in the black community, but there some people are, because they called me from my home and asked me to come down there because you chasing their children, Barry Morgan, and then Bobby Hearns. You could see him going in there taking the people's speakers and things like that. But you ain't gonna do that in the white community. You ain't gonna do that in the white community. And I don't care what police, I don't care who don't like it. Peace be still.
We could be doing really getting busy.
Right. Exactly. Let us enjoy ourselves. Why are he being like, that's why you're not to turn it off.
You supposed to buy that, ain't you? Huh? You gonna buy that? No, I just unplugged it.
Do we need to rotate or something? Because why can't we
Right.
Like, exactly. Why you so mad? Exactly. No music.
Nothing. Music will get us out.
Exactly.
He said if don't nobody leave, he finna mace them.
Oh my God.
Never. Look at him. He's shaking up the mace. And then everybody running. I would never run. That's illegal. Go.
Today is September the 3rd, 2023. It's about 11:13 p.m. I'm coming up here now. There's I believe Barry Morgan in this truck. Some people just called me, told me that he was cussing out children, said he was going to spray them with mace if they didn't leave off of the corner. This is over here on Vine in Warehousen. Just want y'all to check it out here. How y'all doing? We got sheriffs and ain't nobody been doing nothing, but you got the sheriffs and you got the Charleston police. This is most likely Barry Morgan's truck right there. Now this is here on the black side of town. Now it's one thing you trying to shut something down, but ain't nobody got violent. They told me Barry Morgan cussed out children on the basketball court, telling them to cut their music off and leave. This go to show, this to me, if it happened the way they say it happened, and I'm finna go back up here. Now you would think, you know, when there's shots fired, you can't get nothing like this here around here. You see this? And I'm finna go down here now, because you see all these police. This is Robert Hearns and Sheriff Brent Farrow. You would think it's martial law on the black side of town. You seen all them sheriff's cars right here on Lee, them trucks, Lee and Vine Street. Now we finna go up here on Vine and Vine and Williams Street here. Now this is the Labor Day weekend. You see police all the way down there on looked at like that's William or Vine and Marshall. Hey, how y'all doing? All right now. You see all of this? But I want to know, why would Barry Morgan get to cussing out children? Now this has got to be the whole police force. I don't think no shots was fired. I don't think there's been no, it ain't been no fights or nothing up here, have it? It been peaceful? Who was around when Barry Morgan got to cussing out the kids on the basketball court? Any of y'all? You see all this? More than likely, that's the chief of police's vehicle there. Yeah, that go Robert Hearns right there. Got all these police up here. You see him right there, y'all? That's Robert Hearns right there. Got all these police up here. Got a captain of it. That's Bobby Hearns there. This is on the black side of town. That's Robert Hearns right there, but they said kids was on the basketball court down here. Whether they was leaving or not, Barry Morgan to tell them to cuss them out, telling them if they don't leave off the court, that he gonna spray them with mace. You know, I think that that's unprofessional. But the only reason I come out is somebody called and asked me would I come out. But you know you're gonna have Robert Hearns with some of these black individuals that deal with Lester Gillespie and some of these other ones that get government grant money. You see how some of them was looking at me because I'm videoing? But it's others that had a problem with what was going on. Hey, how y'all doing? Was any of y'all here when the captain cussed him? Yeah, y'all heard it. Somebody got the video. You ain't even got to put your thing on here. You ain't got to put your face on here. But y'all witness when? Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
They had that mace out and
They had that mace and they was
Okay.
shaking that mace and the mace from kids.
On kids.
And I
How
heard
you
that
think?
was-
How you think the kids were?
They was high school age.
Okay.
And we
Freshmen.
was yelling at them, telling them why would you mace the kids?
Y'all doing the right
we
thing.
walked
It
up
wasn't
on-
like the kids wasn't fighting or
They
nothing
weren't
right there.
doing anything.
They was just enjoying themselves.
Yes,
Yep.
literally.
Because they had already planned it and they had legal.
All right. It's no problem. Ain't no more kids down there though, is
Nope,
it?
they shut
Is
it
all of them
down.
safe so far?
Everybody's safe.
All right. Somebody called me. That's why I came out.
Yes, sir.
What y'all need to do?
I seen your girls legally walking home and stuff.
Yeah, they better not mess with mine. Mine know how to put their cameras right on them.
I spoke to them and they was
See, what's so bad is some of these black people that's out here, they don't like me coming out with the camera, but people called me. See, they down here with Robert Hearns right now. He the one now, if
your
that's
respectfully girls gave they hug and spoke and walking home. And they said they was
I appreciate y'all.
yes, sir.
But what people need to do is get together, you know what I mean? Anybody that witness, tell them they can come by my house and I'll help them get some. Wait over there, y'all, on Green Street. Police.
They don't care about us.
Well, I do though.
But the same people,
They talk about me, but they ain't gonna stand up like me, is it? And then they get mad because I'm videoing, but I don't care if they get mad, black or white. I don't care if they like what I'm doing. But kids called me and complained about it. So that's why I'm out here. There go Robert Hearns there, but you know, like I said, you got blacks that's gonna take up with what he doing. Chief Hearns, did you see the video of Captain Morgan cussing the kids out down here on the basketball court, telling them he gonna mess their effing ass? Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. You want to see it?
You can send it to
Okay, dude. Is that professional though? For a captain of the sheriff department to tell the kids that he gonna effing mace them? See, he don't want to talk on that. See, what he deal with is blacks like Lester Gillespie. You see what I'm saying? That's what he deal with. He deal with blacks like Lester Gillespie. I mean, I can see them out here, but for Barry Morgan to cuss out the children and tell him he gonna effing mace them, that's the same thing he did. That's the same thing he did to the guy that he tased. Now you would think it's a riot out here, wouldn't you? You would think it's a riot out here, wouldn't you? But like I said, reason why it happened like this is because you got these sellout blacks. You see what I'm saying? That work hand in hand with the sheriff department and the police department. But I'm gonna go back and get the video from Barry Morgan cussing the children out and telling them that he gonna mace they effing A. But see, one thing about it, all you got to do is just check out some of the blacks that's working hand in hand with Robert Hearns and them. See, they friends get caught up in cases where you get the life, but they end up, everybody else get life and they get a few years. That's why they get a few years, because they helping trying to silence voices like mine. But this is Charleston, Missouri. This is, I believe, day 4 of the Labor Day weekend, and there was no violence over here on the black side of town. I don't think it was any fights. And the way those, the whole sheriff department and the whole police department out here, you would think that it was a mass riot out here. When we have shootings on this side of town, you can't even get 3 police cars, let alone 3 particular officers. These is all sheriffs. How you doing, Captain? Did y'all hear about Barry Morgan cussing the children out and threatening to mace them on the basketball court? Okay, it'll be on the video. I got it live on the video. And not that it really matters, but I know I got it live on the video.
Did you get everything you need, sir?
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go be together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
Hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it, sir.
Stop it.
Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call first. I can call Brett.
Don't do that to him, because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
This is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door 'cause she was
everybody.
in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us,
everybody.
so you committed an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary, because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind it,
standing
and
right
you pushed it
there.
open.
And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it open.
You said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave, or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.